Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am very pleased to announce a special guest on our show today. So please welcome Mr. Brad Pitt. Well, Mr. Pitt, or is it okay if I just refer to you as Brad?
Yeah.
Well, great. So how are you feeling today?
It's almost balletic.
Great. How's life at home, if I may ask?
We're dealing with Achilles.
You're dealing with Achilles. Is that supposed to mean you're dealing with ankle pain or something?
Yes.
Okay. Well, while we're on the topic of home, I wanted to ask you if we share the same thought on things. See, I absolutely hate washing up the dishes at home, and I reckon that's your least favourite chore too.
It's a daunting task.
Well, I'm glad that we both have something in common.
In fact, I get a little frustrated.
Oh, tell me about it. Oh, also heard you had a new puppy. Tell me, how is that going for you?
So we had a friend of ours shoot it. And
Okay, but why?
I'm very prone to step into shit.
Okay, but you could have just given it to someone else or a dog shelter. Is there anything left of the dog?
Yeah, he's got like a third of his stomach left and maybe a quarter of his liver.
Okay, let's just move on because you're making me sick. I heard that you really like driving a lot, so why don't you tell us something interesting that happened when you were on one of these driving trips?
I tried to go take a right turn.
And? What happened?
It took me down another road.
Okay. Well, I know how much you like technology. So tell me, if you had your own robot, what would it do for you?
It opened the doors for me.
Open doors? That's it?
Uh-huh.
What do you think of Tom Cruise?
And he's top of the game.
And what would you say if you and Tom had a gladiator fight?
I think it's one of the great showdowns.
You know, I never thought of describing it in that way. Do you think you'd win?
Someone's got to go.
I love your confidence, Brad. If you had the opportunity to tell something your younger self, what would it be?
It's okay to make mistakes.
Couldn't agree more. Well, while on the topic of youth, I know how much you loved going to concerts when you were younger. So tell me, what was the experience like?
Always seem to be looking for a way out.
Nice. Okay, well, I have a few more filler questions for you. Are you right or left-handed?
Right?
Do you like my hair?
Sexiest thing I've ever seen.
Would you come over to my house and have a sleepover with me?
Blew the lid off the box. Literally.
I'm fine, forget about it. I got ahead of myself anyway. Do you have any plans for the weekend?
I don't know.
Oh, would you look at that? It seems that we're out of time. But I hope that you had fun on the show today.
I guess to some degree.
Nice. Well, what's one thing that you've learned today?
What I have learned is you can learn anything. Some of it's gonna take a little longer than the others.
Well, that was a beautiful way of wrapping things up. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the show. But don't worry, we'll be back very soon.